What Bill C-9 really does in plain English. Canada. We need to talk about Bill C-9. The government calls it an anti-hate bill. But the truth is much darker. This bill gives the government the power to criminalize what you say online, to punish you for opinions, and to restrict your freedom before you've even committed a crime. Here's what Bill C-9 really does in plain English. Number 1. Bill C-9 makes online posts a criminal offense. The definitions are vague, broad, and open to abuse. Civil liberties groups warn the bill creates crimes without clear definitions. That means if the government doesn't like your opinion, they can prosecute it. Number 2. Your neighbor can report you, and police can act before you've done anything. This is called a preventative peace bond. It allows punishment for something you might say. This is pre-crime law. Number 3. Judges can restrict your liberty based on fear, not facts. House arrest. Electronic monitoring. Internet bans. All possible, even if you haven't committed an offense. Number 4. This bill can be weaponized against political opponents. Lawyers warn anonymous complaints can be used to target dissent and silence critics. This is not about hate. This is about control. Number 5. Police chiefs themselves warn this bill is too broad. They say Bill C-9 risks criminalizing speech that isn't hate propaganda at all. When even the police are warning, you know it's dangerous. Number 6. Civil liberties organizations from the left and the right agree that Bill C-9 will chill free expression and silence marginalized groups. When everyone agrees this bill is wrong, you pay attention. Number 7. The liberals blocked witnesses from testifying. They filibustered meetings to stop civil liberties experts from speaking to Parliament. A government that wants real debate does not block witnesses. They know this bill can't survive scrutiny. Bill C-9 is not an anti-hate bill. It is a speech control bill, a pre-crime bill, a government power bill, and they tried to pass it quietly before Canadians could understand what it really does. This is the moment we decide whether we stay a free country or become one where opinions are policed by the state. Stay alert, stay informed, and stay loud. Your voice is the one thing they're trying to silence. Why the Liberals are panicking and rushing Bill C-9 through now? There's a reason the Liberals are trying to rush Bill C-9 through Parliament. A reason they blocked witnesses, filibustered meetings, and tried to force a vote before Canadians could see what's inside this bill. They are panicking. And here's why. Number 1. The Ukraine story is collapsing. Zelensky's inner circle is under investigation. Homes and offices were raided. Money was allegedly skimmed from the energy sector while civilians sat in blackouts. And the man at the center of it, Andriy Yermak, is the same man Canada worked with to move over $20 billion in aid. Canadians are starting to ask questions that the government cannot afford to answer. Bill C-9 helps them silence those questions. Number 2. Chrystia Freeland was in Kyiv, sitting beside Yermak, just days before the raids. She wasn't a tourist. She was put in charge of Ukraine reconstruction. That means money. A lot of it. If corruption is exposed overseas, the political fallout comes straight back to Ottawa. The timing of C-9 is not an accident. Number 3. The Liberal government is falling apart. Stephen Guilbeault resigned. Freeland stepped out of the spotlight. Mark Carney pulled back. Caucus support is breaking. Polls are in free fall. When a government is losing control, the first thing it grabs is the narrative. Bill C-9 gives them that power. Number 4. The next election is coming, and the Liberals know they can't win the debate on crime, inflation, housing, immigration, corruption, or foreign aid. So instead of fixing the problems, they're trying to police what Canadians are allowed to say about them. C-9 is not about protecting Canadians. It's about protecting the government from Canadians. Number 5. The public is waking up. CERB clawbacks, maid abuses, vaccine injuries, housing collapse, grocery bills, foreign aid with no oversight, and now, a corruption scandal that links back to Ottawa. People are talking, posting, sharing, exposing. Bill C-9 is designed to stop that. Number 6. The media can't control the narrative anymore. The truth is spreading online faster than the government can bury it. Independent journalists, citizen reporters, mothers, teachers, veterans, whistleblowers. The Liberals need a bill that lets them label dissent as harm and go after the messenger. That bill is C-9. And that brings us to the core truth. Bill C-9 is not about hate. It's about fear. The government is afraid of what Canadians will say when the truth comes out. Afraid of what will uncover. Afraid of their own decisions. Afraid of accountability. So they're rushing a bill that lets them censor critics, punish dissent, and silence the public before the next election. This isn't panic from the people. This is panic from the powerful. And they're hoping you don't notice it. Don't let them get away with it. Stay awake. Stay loud. And stay free. The 10 most dangerous sections of Bill C-9 with receipts. Canada. If you think Bill C-9 is just an anti-hate bill, you are about to learn the truth. Every danger I'm about to explain comes directly from the bill itself and from the experts who testified against it. Here are the 10 most dangerous parts of Bill C-9 with receipts. Number 1. C-9 criminalizes online posts with vague, undefined language. Police chiefs warn the bill expands criminal liability so broadly that normal political speech can be treated like hate. That's not protection. That's control. Number 2. The bill introduces aggravated hate crime with a maximum penalty of life in prison. Yes, life in prison, for offenses the government says were motivated by hate. This is extreme overreach. Number 3. C-9 allows massive penalties without a full criminal trial. Civil liberties groups warn Canadians could face $20,000 to $50,000 fines through administrative penalties that bypass normal due process. You can be punished without being convicted. Number 4. The bill brings in pre-crime policing. It allows intervention based on fear of hate crime, not proof, not evidence, just fear. This is the definition of thought-based policing. Number 5. Judges can issue peace bonds over online speech. Peace bonds were meant for violent offenders. Bill C-9 extends them to people accused of potentially saying something harmful. That means restrictions, check-ins, and surveillance with no crime committed. Number 6. Courts can ban you from using the internet. This was confirmed in testimony. For nonviolent expression, a judge could cut off your access to the modern world. This is a punishment straight out of authoritarian states. Number 7. Police chiefs say the definitions in C-9 will criminalize speech that isn't hate propaganda at all. When the police warn that the government is going too far, everyone should pay attention. Number 8. Constitutional lawyers say C-9 violates the Charter. It fails the Oakes test. It restricts Section 2 freedoms. And it hands the government the power to censor political expression. Their conclusion is blunt. C-9 is unconstitutional. Number 9. Civil liberties organizations from across the political spectrum, left, right, and center, are united against this bill. They warn that C-9 will chill advocacy, silence vulnerable communities, and suppress legitimate debate. This kind of unity is rare. It means the danger is real. Number 10. The Liberals blocked witnesses, so Canadians wouldn't hear any of this. They filibustered 2 meetings. They prevented 6 hours of testimony. They tried to rush the bill before experts could expose it. That is not how a democracy behaves. That is how a government behaves when it's hiding something. Bill C-9 is not about protecting Canadians. It is about protecting politicians from criticism, accountability, and exposure. The receipts are clear. The warnings are clear. And the threat is clear. If we lose our voice, we lose everything. Stay aware, stay informed, and don't let them silence you. How Bill C-9 connects to everything else: Ukraine, corruption, censorship, and collapse. Canada. Bill C-9 does not exist on its own. It's not a random bill. It's not about hate. It's not about safety. It is part of something much bigger. To understand Bill C-9, you have to see what's happening around it, above it, and behind it. Let's connect the dots. Number 1. The Ukraine corruption scandal is exploding, and it leads back to Canada. Zelensky's inner circle is being investigated. Homes and offices were raided. Money was allegedly skimmed from Ukraine's energy sector, while civilians sat in darkness. And the man at the center of it, Andriy Yermak, is the same man Canada trusted with more than $20 billion in aid and support. When that network collapses, the fallout hits Ottawa. The government knows it, and they need a way to control the conversation. That way is Bill C-9. Number 2. Chrystia Freeland was right there. Days before the raids, Freeland wasn't just visiting Ukraine. She was placed in charge of reconstruction. That means money, power, and influence. She sat beside Yermak right before investigators moved in. If corruption is exposed overseas, the questions come home. Bill C-9 helps the government shut down those questions. Number 3. Mark Carney and the WEF network sit behind the policy machine. Freeland and Carney are not random politicians. They are deeply connected to global finance, the World Economic Forum, and the agenda of controlling information to control public behavior. Carney influenced Trudeau's policies. Freeland executed them, and both were floated as future prime ministers. If the public connects the money, the influence, and the corruption, the entire structure falls apart. Bill C-9 gives them a fire extinguisher for public anger. Number 4. The liberal government is collapsing fast. Cabinet members are resigning. Polls are crashing. Support is evaporating. Whistleblowers are coming forward. The media narrative is slipping. A government losing its grip does not strengthen democracy. It tightens control. Bill C-9 is their attempt to lock down speech as their political power bleeds out. Number 5. The election is coming, and they cannot survive open conversation. The liberals cannot win debates on housing, inflation, immigration, crime, MAID, vaccine injuries, or foreign aid. They need the ability to label criticism as harmful, dangerous, or hate. Bill C-9 gives them the authority to police public opinion during an election cycle. This is not democracy. This is narrative management. Number 6. Media control is breaking, so they need a legal backup plan. Independent reporters and citizen journalists are exposing more truth than mainstream media. People are waking up. People are questioning. People are sharing evidence the government can't bury. So the liberals need a law that lets them go after voices they can't control. Bill C-9 is that law. Number 7. C-9 fits the global pattern of reset laws. Around the world, we see the same model. Use crisis to justify censorship. Use hate to justify surveillance. Use harm to justify policing opinions. Use safety to silence dissent. It always starts with speech controls. Once the public is quiet, the rest is easy. Canada's version is Bill C-9. Number 8. This is not about protecting Canadians. It's about protecting the people in power. When you line up the events, Ukraine corruption, Freeland connections, Carney positioning himself, cabinet resignations, liberal polling collapse, election pressure, global narrative shifts, and then a rushed censorship bill, you realize something. The government isn't afraid of hate. The government is afraid of accountability. They are afraid of Canadians speaking freely about the scandals they can no longer contain. Bill C-9 is bigger than a bill. It is the government's shield against exposure, embarrassment, and collapse. And the louder the truth becomes, the harder they push to silence the public. But they can't silence everyone. Not anymore. Stay awake. Stay informed. And stay loud, because the truth is the one thing they cannot afford. The final warning. What happens if Bill C-9 passes? Canada. This is the final warning. If Bill C-9 passes, our country will not be the same. Not next year. Not next election. Not ever. This is what will happen if this bill becomes law. Listen closely. Number 1. Your online speech becomes government property. Every opinion you post, every comment, every disagreement is suddenly open to interpretation by the state. Not by a judge, not by a jury, but by political actors who decide what is hate and what is not. You lose ownership of your own voice. Number 2. Political dissent becomes hate. Once the government controls the definition, they control the punishment. Criticize immigration policy? Could be hate. Expose corruption? Could be hate. Disagree with the next global agenda? Could be hate. And they will use this when the election comes. Number 3. Police can act before you've done anything. This is pre-crime policing. Someone claims they fear you might say something harmful, and the state can intervene. Peace bonds. Restrictions. Surveillance. All without a crime. Canada becomes a country where you're punished not for what you did, but for what they think you might do. Number 4. Internet bans become a government tool. A judge can cut you off from social media, from communication, from the online world, all because of a post, a comment, or a fear-based accusation. This is digital exile. And C-9 makes it real. Number 5. Massive fines without full due process. $20,000, $40,000, $50,000 penalties can be imposed without a full criminal trial. No presumption of innocence. No charter protections. No proper defense. Just the government issuing financial punishment for speech. Number 6. Life in prison is on the table. C-9 creates a new category of aggravated hate crime that carries a maximum penalty of life. Life in prison, connected to speech, motives, or interpretations the government controls. Let that sink in. Number 7. Anonymous complaints become weapons. Anyone with a grudge, a political agenda, or bad intentions can trigger an investigation. You could face restrictions, monitoring, and legal consequences because someone didn't like your opinion. This is how authoritarian systems eliminate dissent. Number 8. Media and government can silence critics in real time. C-9 gives them a legal basis to remove posts, flag accounts, pressure platforms, and target voices that challenge the narrative. They won't need backdoor deals with social media companies. They'll have the law. Number 9. Election conversation becomes controlled speech. Imagine an election where you're afraid to post your political views. Imagine citizens too scared to question policies, leaders, or scandals. Imagine one party using the justice system to control the conversation in an election they're losing. That's what this bill enables. Number 10. We lose Canada as we know it. Not overnight. Not suddenly. But steadily. A country does not fall in a single moment. It falls when people become afraid to speak. Bill C-9 is that moment. A slow, quiet shift from freedom to permission. From democracy to managed speech. From citizens to subjects. If Bill C-9 passes, the government will have everything it needs to silence the public and protect itself from accountability. This is the turning point. The line in the sand. The moment we decide whether Canada remains free or becomes something else entirely. Do not underestimate this bill. Do not ignore this moment. And do not stay silent, because silence is what they're counting on.